Today Counter-Strike 2 received some new updates related to anti-cheat measures. We'll talk about that, as well as the release of a new mode, Subway Surfers, in the workshop and how ranks have changed since the start of the second season of Premier Matchmaking. This video will be interesting, so hit that like button right now and let's get started. First of all, since there was no video covering the update from February 7th, because the update was so minor that it didn't deserve a full video, I'll quickly go over what was included. The most important change was related to the Premier Mode release, where the logic behind the acceptable ranking differences between teammates in a party was adjusted. As I understand it, even now, if the ranking gap is large, if you played with a teammate in the first season, you'll still be able to queue up together in the second season. Other changes were relatively minor. There's now a medal button in the main menu, some radar adjustments on Dust 2 and fixes for weapon inspection bugs. Now onto something more exciting. Lilykyu, the creator of many workshop maps featuring various mini-games, has finally released the Subway Surfers mode for Counter-Strike 2. You can download the map from the workshop. It's only 300 megabytes, which is quite small compared to some other maps that can weigh multiple gigabytes. The map is just like Subway Surfers, where you collect coins, but since it's in CS2, you can also open cases along the way and get knives from them. Additionally, the map features power-ups such as a jump boost ball, just like in the original mobile game. Of course, the third-person perspective is supported because playing Subway Surfers from the first-person view would be a bit strange. This isn't a sponsored mention, but I'll leave the map link in the description. Today, Counter-Strike 2 developers added a new parameter called SteamLearn DSK Type CS Cheat ID. Cheat ID stands for Counter-Strike Cheat ID, which likely hints at some new changes related to Vacnet, a neural network that uses machine learning to detect cheaters, although it still has room for improvement. Even though the developers haven't officially revealed much about the changes they're implementing, these lines suggest that something is indeed happening behind the scenes. Many players are still waiting for more details. Given the way developers tackled the cheating in CSGO, it's likely that in CS2 we'll see a divide between honest players and cheaters, with the cheaters getting placed in separate pools. The Lilykyu account, which collects statistics, shared some data from Premier Matchmaking. Based on a database of 287,000 players, they compared the first and second seasons. In the screenshot, we see the ranking distribution at the end of the first season. For example, at the end of the first season, there were a lot of players with ranks between 3,000 and 4,000, while in the second season that number dropped by almost half. Players ranked 20,000 and higher were just 1% of the total at the end of the first season, but in the second season that percentage rose to 2%, doubling the number of top-ranked players. Although both samples are large, the second season sample consists of 287,000 players, while the first season sample had 2.5 million players, which is a pretty big difference. Therefore, the statistics may be skewed a bit, but the overall trend is clear. Since we're talking about Lilykyu, they also shared some interesting stats from Premier Matchmaking, almost 1 million games. In the second season, the most popular map turned out to be Mirage, while the least popular was Train. From this, it's easy to conclude that Train didn't perform well, but I think Train is unpopular because it's been changed, it's unfamiliar to players, has lower FPS compared to Mirage, and Mirage fans aren't keen to swap their favorite map for something new and learn how to play it properly. This video might be released just one day before the next update, and I wouldn't be surprised it happens often as developers have been making changes recently, but nothing major has come out yet. Now some esports news. The official PGL account announced the cancellation of the tournament in Krakow, which was scheduled for 2027. The Tauron Arena in Krakow cancelled its reservation for that year, even though the tournament was planned to take place each year for the next 3 years. However, we still have other tournaments to look forward to, like the PGL Astana tournament in Kazakhstan, which I'd love to attend. And speaking of esports, the website esportscharts.com shared some interesting stats about peak viewership during tournaments across across different esports disciplines. Counter-Strike holds the #1 spot with almost 1.3 million viewers, while League of Legends comes second with 50,000 fewer viewers. What surprised me the most is that the mobile version of League of Legends has more viewers during tournaments than the PC version. Continuing with esports news, I saw a new boost spot on the Inferno map on the CS2 news account, which no one seemed to have discovered before. It allows players to see people coming out from the balcony. In this clip, they showed how useful this boost can be. Perhaps we'll see it in action at upcoming tournaments, if it hasn't already been used and I just missed it. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video till the end. This was Reveal. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next damn video.